Hey everyone, it is Tuesday, April something, not quite sure. I got a great phone call this morning from the clinic that deals with the immunology issues. They actually have an opening for me tomorrow morning at 10, and I took it like that because, I mean, it was supposed to be, potentially a month or so before I could get in, and my primary cardiologist called and got me an appointment sooner rather than later. So I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm very nervous. I don't know if they have answers or if it's just going to be more testing. I have no clue what's going to happen. So it's a clinic at MAC. It's the Allergy and Immunology clinic. And I'm hoping, and this may be me not being realistic, but potentially starting something tomorrow that could help maintain my health would be phenomenal, and to potentially have answers as well, because it's been hard, and I've said this in the last few videos, it's been hard, and when you have a chronic illness that's not 100% visible, people don't always believe it's there. I've come across a lot of discrimination, people making comments about things and whatnot, and this is something I can't control. This is completely in my genetics, and I can't do anything to fix it. I can hopefully manage it, and that's it. A couple people asked me what happened this time. It wasn't that dramatic, actually. Initially, last Thursday, I started kind of not feeling well, just kind of run down again. My heart would beat super, super, super fast, like so fast, and then it would feel like it stops, and I would be short of breath, and it would wake me up at night, and literally you could like see my chest like actually pumping. It got progressively worse over the weekend, which I've had flare-ups before that didn't last that long or that weren't as painful, but this was very painful. I normally have a small amount of chest pain all the time. It's just the pressure and all that stuff that's in there. But when it starts to spread or the type of pain changes, like it's kind of like a pressure, but as soon as it turns into like a squeezing or a shooting, I get really nervous. I am so scared that this is going to, if this part didn't happen that's happening right now, I'm scared that I probably would have died of a heart attack or some sort of cardiac event, or one of my blood clots goes to my brain. These are the things that you think of when you have illnesses that may end your life early. So I woke up on Sunday night at like 1 o'clock in the morning and just really short of breath, a lot of pain. My heart, it literally felt like it was going to explode. So I called 911. My pulse was 240 this time, which is the highest that it's ever been. They raced me down to the Jervinsky. They immediately put paddles on me because they thought I was going to have to shock my heart again. And I was so scared because the first time it happened was such an awful experience, that I was mortified. I just kept saying, please call my mom, please call my mom. Like, I just had this weird feeling like things just weren't going to go right and something was off. And they always try IV meds to stop my racing heart. And for this time, the doctor, he knew what he was doing. He held off with the shock treatment for like 4.5 minutes. He just stared at my numbers in the clock and the numbers in the clock, and it finally started coming down. And I mean, like, slowly, 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 slowly. And then it would race back up again. All the alarms would go off. They'd all come in. And it's hard because it's a teaching hospital and it's not something that occurs all the time. So, of course, people want to watch. So, there you are in a bed, sometimes topless because they've got so many things to do with leads and monitors and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden you realize through the pain and through the scared feelings and through, you know, the nervousness that there's like 50 people watching you right now. And it's kind of weird, but you don't really think about it when it's going on. Afterwards, you're like, oh my God, thank God I wore clean underwear, had good pajamas on or whatever. But and it's hard because a lot of the staff there know me now. Oh, there's my baby. He loves when I turn on the camera. So this time he waited, and my heart rate went down to about 125, which is not bad. It usually, when I'm well, it rests. Like my resting heart rate is really low. It's like 40, 45. When I'm active, it's like 85, 90. I have a very low heart rate. So yeah, I sat in the bed. I got tons of meds this time, lots of fluids and different meds to keep my pulse down. And then the main cardiologist in the hospital at that time came in and admitted me, and I was admitted relatively quickly into the ICU this time. There was a bed available. Oh, the cat's right there, so he might pop in. Oh, yeah. Hello. Are you done? Okay, thank you. Yeah, he waited, and I was in ER until about 11 o'clock, and then they moved me into the ICU bed. Oh my God, those staff are amazing. Like literally an admission comes and everybody just goes running and everybody does something and things are hooked up. Oh, get out of here. Things are hooked up and all that stuff like so quickly, and I felt really taken care of. The first night I had a roommate who screamed, literally screamed like the whole night, and the poor dear didn't even speak English, so I don't even know what she was saying. I'm sure I got called a bunch of names that night that I don't even know. Well, I know the P word, but I'm not going to repeat that line because my mom had to show me what that meant. But yeah, there was a few words. Anyway, the nurse that I had, she transferred me into a different room that was a lot quieter, and I think that really helped my stay be shorter. I think that if I had, continued with lack of sleep and lack of, a controlled environment, that I probably wouldn't have gotten better as quickly. So I had a few roommates. I had a male roommate. He went home the same day. I had a roommate that was in and out, and then the next roommate wasn't even there for like 4 hours before they left her. So I had a pretty good room there, lots of room. It's so much better than a ward room, because a ward room you've got 4 beds and there's a very short amount of space and privacy, whereas in CCU it's only 2 beds or 1 bed depending on how sick you are, and it's almost one-to-one nursing. Like you have a nurse with you all the time, and I was so lucky. Again, like I've said before, I don't require a lot of care when I'm in hospital. I can do everything myself, and my mom would help if I really needed it, but I mean, I could shower myself and do all that, and the bedroom had a shower actually in it, like in the room and stuff, so that was good. So tomorrow morning, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful, but I don't want to get my hopes up because I'm scared. The medication that they have me on right now has a lot of side effects. I'm getting ulcers in my mouth, and I'm really worried about like massive weight gain and stuff like that. But I have to be honest, and I have to be open. I think maybe not honest, but open about treatments and, you know, despite side effects, that I can't keep coming into hospital. It's ruining my life. I don't want to be sick anymore, and I know that from what they've told me that I'm going to have to deal with something for the rest of my life, but I think that it's going to be manageable, and that's the key. Something that's not literally stopping my life every few weeks or every few months because I'm sick. And people don't get it either. They don't get that people with, you know, chronic diseases, it's just tiring to do the minority of things. Like, you know, I had a checklist of things that I had to do during the day, and I got through half of it and I felt fantastic. And then all of a sudden the chest pain came back, and I haven't had it since yesterday. So I get nervous. So I'm like, do I push myself and get things done and just take the symptoms as they are for now? Or do I actually rest and rely on other people to do things and to help me with things? Maybe it's a combination of both. I don't know. But I'm really hoping to find out more tomorrow. The team sounds, and the people that I met in the hospital, they were great. So I'll see them tomorrow and see what they say. I wonder if you can see the that little sore there. It's all under my tongue. Oh, I got this super, okay, today I have to say I had some self-care because my feet were disgusting pedicure-wise. Like, I hadn't had them done since before March, so they were pretty gross in hospital. I was kind of embarrassed, so me and my mom treated ourselves today, and we went for a manicure and pedicure at Walmart, and I bought this super cute wallet. It was on sale. It's got kittens on it, of course. And then I bought some just cat stuff, actually, mostly, really, cat stuff, more so than anything else. So that's it for today. I'm gonna go have a shower, do my hair, and get ready for bed. Tomorrow's gonna be, I don't know what tomorrow's gonna be. That's okay too, I guess. I don't know. What do you think? Do you always want to know what tomorrow is going to be, or do you want to be surprised? Maybe half and half. Maybe we'll choose half and half. All right, so good night, everyone, and I hope you have a good sleep.